This is a really quick topic about retreats. Just it's a bit of a curveball one, really. They could ask you, explain the work or describe the features of a Catholic retreat. Okay, so a retreat is when sort of a group of religious people will go somewhere. Often it'll be like to a religious place. All right, so it could be like a monastery or a convent, so like where monks and nuns live, that sort of thing. Or it could just be just like a regular place. All right, could even take place in schools and things like that. But essentially, it's common sense kind of ideas here about what they would do if they went and stayed in these places or if they just went there for the day. So, first things first, all right, is that they spend time worshipping God, okay? How do they do this, all right? So, through like prayer and worship, but also by celebrating Mass, all right? That's a big sort of feature of it. The next one is that there's a time for prayer and contemplation, all right? And the reason for that is that they want to disconnect from the world and just focus on their relationship with God. So, there'll be things like meditation or adoration, okay? So that's where we have the Blessed Sacrament, so essentially Jesus, okay? And we pray in silence in his presence, all right? So that's called adoration. The next thing is that people might go there for some guidance, okay? You can say spiritual guidance if you want, but go there for a bit of guidance. And the reason for that is that they might be going through something in their lives and they might want a little bit of a bit of support to make that decision. So it could be that somebody's thinking about becoming a priest. They might pray to say like, oh, for a bit of help, should I or should I not? It might be that, they're considering proposing to their wife, all right? And they might be praying thinking, oh, should I or shouldn't I? Doing that sort of thing. Always shouldn't I. Now, my wife will kill me for that. So the next one is it's a time to restore or renew your relationship with God. Why? Because on there, all right, it's an opportunity for you to say sorry for your sins. The impact of this, people that they go there and they have reconciliation. The final one is that it helps us to unite with other Catholics, and the reason for that is that there are Catholics from all around who come on these retreats, so it's an opportunity to spend time with Catholics from the wider community rather than just your local community. So therefore, the kind of things you do is pray, worship, all that sort of stuff, but also just like chores and things like that. Everyone sort of pulls their weight when they're on retreat. All right. Now, if you get this in the evaluation question, which could happen, all right? If it does, then say some of the alternative to this would be just you should do those things all the time. Pray, okay, and contemplation. We should do that in your own daily life. Worship God the same. You can seek guidance in your own sort of life. Rekindle your relationship with God. You can have reconciliation at other times. And you can unite with other Catholics. However, you can do that through Mass and through your local community. And maybe it's better to do that rather than the wider community because they're actually people you know. So, that's a really easy topic, I think, retreats, all right? It's just making sure that you take a bit of a common sense approach to it. Fab.